Welcome to the AMX podcast show. We late and ready to create. Zohund, the CTE, the artist. Your creative technical engineer. Your host extraordinaire.
You really deserve more. Asking for more. They always asking for more. And the people who ain't got shit you think deserve less when you really deserve more.
Zohund, the CTE, the artist. Your creative technical engineer. Welcome to Midnight Code. I am Zohund, the ZTE, the artist. In tonight's demonstration, or early morning, if you will, we're demonstrating art, tech, and music. So, grab you a cup of coffee and there you have it. This is Zohund, the CTE, the artist, your creative technical engineer, listening to the human orchestra. ZKODE. Tap into the AMX podcast show, where you have the opportunity to learn about social, tech, and trades, how they affect the community, and how you can be empowered by learning how to utilize these, I would have to say, new life skills for those who are looking to engineer their futures, to take control, to have understanding as to how all this new technology that is emerging, how you can be empowered and not left behind. So we utilize AI, art, and storytelling to provide visuals as to how these tools are being utilized, but also how we can get the message across to the power of media, and how you can take control of your own personal and business verticals utilizing XR technologies across education, business, and entertainment. And we show how those industries connect to the average individual across social, tech, and trades. I'm Zohund, the CTE, the artist, your host, your creative technical engineer. Just vibe with it. Yeah, so we create different versions of the expressions. So I created this cadence in this human orchestra, or to play into the human orchestra, that I've now designed as my live band that comes straight from the chest, if you will. Because I just created just straight from expressing it and then build on it. You see what I'm saying? And then it just build. Yeah. Zohund, the CTE artist. And then I'm gonna build out characters that I envision this music being designed and developed from. In the eras, past, present, and future, in which I align it with. This is just the music side. We can also code various business as well as education solutions. So we just want to toy around at the moment, utilizing visual arts as the output. So on the CTE, the artist. Learn different, earn different. Rock out into 1240, and then we'll shift into the tech aspect, and in the tech aspect we'll get into a coding IDE, and then we'll build out the artifact to showcase some of the artful expressions that we can create in the specters of audio media, audio visuals. Yes, sorry about that. We are live on the AMX podcast show. This is Zohund, the CTE, the artist, your host extraordinaire. And on tonight's episode, we're going to be showcasing a little bit of art, tech, music, storytelling. We're going to utilize advanced technologies, video editors, or video models, audio models, to create mixed media, images, videos, to create audio visuals. And we'll code those into outputs, which will be like websites, landing pages. It could be applications. They can run on devices. It could be components that you can use in various applications that you can then share in social media, across the web, or you can make it interactive using AR for print. So there's a variety of different things that you can do, and a variety of different ways that you can use this technology for your branding, personal or business. So, no further ado, we'll rock out to this, and 1240 will be shifting to the tech aspect.
How?
Zohund, the human orchestra.
How? How? Baby, how? Baby.
Boom, 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 boom. And I started this with a cadence, and I was just saying like, baby, how? Boom, 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 boom. Baby, how? Boom, 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 boom. That's the cadence. I created like several different versions of this. This is what we call NFT expression, newfound talents, because it's just different ways in which we can create mixed media using the AI to extend our capabilities. So don't be afraid of the tools. Use the tools to empower yourself. Zohund, the CTE, the artist. Then we layer the horns. And I was using different objects that was in the general area as background, I would say, rhythmic tools that was being shaped into different instruments that play out into the music. And I built this on Suno after I scripted use ChatGPT to help me with scripting out the rhythm. But I recorded the audio first And then I went into ChatGPT. And then I came back into Suno. And I didn't really want to create lyrics in particular. It was more so about creating the cadence of the music. And then I used the music, and then I code off the music just to catch a vibe. And then I'll come back later on, and then I can do like some spoken word like this over top of it, or I might create a lyric where it may be rapping or whatnot. I shape the artist, I can shape the music, and this is just different ways in which you can create content now, and that content can then turn into assets, digital assets that you can then give away or use as branding for organic traffic, or as multimedia that can go into your website or applications, where you can just sell those assets that you create, as we do. So we work with various companies, nonprofits, and businesses, but we work in a capacity around social entrepreneurship, but those organizations or companies are aligned with social economic empowerment for community, and that's for all colors. This is crowd based. Zohund, CTE, the artist. Hey, how's it going? This is Zohund, the CTE, the artist, and extraordinary. Tonight's episode, we're going to be demonstrating how to utilize Gemini inside of AI Studio. Utilize the Gemini Pro Flash, create visual utilizing We inside of the AI studio, build ideas with Gemini. We're utilizing the model, which is Gemini 3 Flash Preview. And we're going to go down here and we're going to look at some of the things that we can remix. So we want to utilize something that's going to demonstrate visual. Say, let's create visual art using music from YouTube, right? Something simple where we can just share a link, and we share that link. We're going to share that link, to a YouTube link to the actual model, and then it's going to give us the ability to showcase some visual art. But we're utilizing Google AI Studio, and we're using that model, which is Gemini 3 Flash Preview. Remember the models, because different models have inputs and output token costs. So in this demonstration, we're using free tokens, but also you can connect it to your Google, get your APIs right here, right? And you can create API keys, like as you can see, all the ones I've created, and you can have their free tiers. So that means you got so many different inputs and then outputs that you can get on that free tier, which is inside your rate limit. Now, once you exceed your rate limit, it's going to kick it over to your paid account. You have to have a paid account in order for you to continue on. So if you build these components, like as you can already see me do, but if you create these components, you take these components and you put them into an app, and you make that app available to your friends. And when they utilize that app, those inputs that it is inputting into the application is going to cost you, the person who created the API key and got your account connected to it. So in this demonstration, not only would you can see how you can take concepts and then build components, and those components you can build into an application, but those one-off components can also just be the standalone application. It could be a video generator, it could be music generator, whatever you build. I just want to show you how you can take your imagination using generative AI and extend your reality by building and creating coded digital assets that can then be become components, props, or whatever that you want to use them for. Dash. Put that back in. So this is a one line, one prompt demonstration. And I'm creating a prompt that states create a visual, art, and audio visual display interface using YouTube. Yeah. So inside the Google suite, Google has integrated all the other platforms like Gmail, Drive, Meet, all the different tools that are in their suite into the IDE, which is what we're utilizing, right? It's a web-based IDE in which we can prompt the LLMs and use the models to build out the models that has various capabilities and tools in its toolkit to be able to build out the concepts that you input. So we're going to get it started with this and we're going to see what it does. Now, I can give it a template, but I kind of wanted you to see how raw you could start, and then you could start feeding in images of different websites or images, notes, and stuff that you have of yourself that you've created yourself to add to it to also help you build it as well. User created template library allow users to save and share their custom visualizer templates, fostering the community and expanding content options. So we're going to add that. So it added it as a prompt down here. It's building out the rest of the platform. Once it's complete, we'll add that. But right here, it gives you different, as you can see, it's reading the files, but it's giving you different tips that you can utilize when developing out your prototype. GitHub is where you will publish your component or your website so that you can always develop and iterate on that initial build. So that's the source code. And then you can say you want to change it and add different features. You can control those versions via GitHub. This is the template. Fast API response, add lightning fast, uh, real-time response with your application with Flashlight. This allows your app users to make inputs, text-based audio, and it allow it to take that process and process that information faster. Nana Banana 2, it states, what is it? Pro level visual intelligence with flash speed efficiency and real grounded generative generation capabilities. So when they say grounded, that means it's grounded in real data. That data could be like sources that's on the web that you have it tied to, or sources that you give it, like a PDF file or different data sets. Then right here, AI powered chatbot. It allows your chat or your application to have context awareness. What does that mean? It means it has full understanding of of your whole operation so that it can communicate that to the end user, your clients. Think more. Think of when you think about something that's complex, that you just making a rational decision, you have to think it out. Okay, so let's see what we got in our first iteration. Okay. We have a hero section. It's the, you see it's asking for my YouTube key right here. Enter your environment variable to continue. Now, I will have to go to my Google Console account, copy and get the API key, bring that back, and could put it in here. and then it will connect the YouTube API so they can pull in the different content related to the actual inquiry, the input, so that it can create the immersive content or output. I do want to give it a key right. See, so so we basically created a landing page, uh, uh, like a template, and we have the ability to publish this template. And then when we publish it, we have the ability to publish it to, say, GitHub, or we can take it and implement it into different applications if so choose. So on here, for the sake of 10 minutes, all right. So for the sake of time, because this is just a demonstration of this pop-up, if you like what is being demonstrated, uh, place that in the comments and we can build content around this in particular. But the idea of this and this pop-up is to showcase how we can take different ideas and iterate on those ideas and turn those ideas into applications which can then be monetized. And this is art. This is a new way of art. It's just through coding. Give it this. Give it this. We're going to implement a feature allowing users to save their current visualizer setting as a custom template. These templates should be stored, retrievable. Additionally, added functionality for users to optionally share their templates with others, creating a community library. Let's see that inputted. That prompt is now being inputted, and we are working with the Gemini model. Is it Model 3 preview, flash preview. So they kind of build like in half. So it might be 2.5 model or 2 or 3 model or 3 Pro. Just think of them as like vehicles or cars or just different brands of tools. Okay. Gemini 3 flash preview, as you can see right here in the corner. That is the model we're working with. We inside the AI Studio IDE web interface. Once this output is complete, that will finalize this demonstration. And see y'all tomorrow on Midnight Code. See ya tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, I'll be on Midnight Code. We're gonna jump on after the hour. Hour. AI, music, art, social tech, trade, all combined together. Will be a flow to it. So we'll start out with the topic. We'll learn to know, learn to do, learn to be inside each one of those topics. So the floor will be open. So we'll demonstrate for about about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll open the floor for comments. And then we'll move into the next demonstration. It'll be 3 demonstrations, one for social, one for tech, one for trades. Then in at any given time, we can have different people that may appear on as guests on the show, which could be AI agents or real humans or all together. So we're gonna learn different and we're gonna earn it. Zohund, the CTE, the artist. Wants me to add my API key. But the idea, they create the library. We got the library. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it got good states management. As you can see, it's changing the one that was showcased. So now just think of it like this. You could take your art or your music and you can put your art and music on here, right? Or you can connect your YouTubes and bring in your YouTube API to bring in your videos. And now you have all your videos hosted in one place with a community around it that you can more so design for more interactive use than you would if you were just on YouTube. More custom. This is where everything's going. People want custom stuff. So we close that out. Okay, then it was saved. Now, if you had this component working inside the application, the information that will be saved, say the template will be saved to a database in your storage. That's a whole nother episode. This episode, we just show you how to use AI to create art in multimedia. As you see, we got multimedia, we have artwork, we have design, we have code, we have branding, and we demonstrated that. And we're going to close out. It is 1 p.m. and that brings us to a close. Thank y'all for watching. And yeah, so on the CTE, the artist, your creative technical engineer, and we are in the virtual studios. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving me opportunity to showcase to the viewers how art and tech intersects. And we'll have various guests on here, and we'll have various demonstrations. We'll be showcasing different types of productions in social XR events and experiences. So yeah, we're just trying to push the envelope, right? We want to push the creativity, innovate yourself, engineer your future. Go on.
Ba-dum, 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 dum, dum, ba-dum, 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 dum, dum, ba-dum, 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 dum, dum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,